Okay, here we have to graph these equations, and what I kind of did, I didn't want to graph each one of these, which I could. You could go to your calculator, type them all in, graph them, and see which one makes this. That would probably be the easiest way to do it. I didn't particularly do that on this particular slide here. I kind of did a little more math way, because I looked at this problem right here, and this red line I saw with the y-intercept of 3, which means it's a plus 3, and I can tell that the graph's going down, so it's negative. So just looking at it, I know I have to have a positive 3 as my y-intercept, which is, if you think about y equals mx plus b. Now see, that's a minus 3, so it's not that one. This plus 3 is here, but that's a positive slope, so I know it's not a. Here I have a positive 3 with a negative slope. The negative 1 means it's going down. The slope is negative for the m. And on C, I have a positive 3 with a negative slope here. But notice on D, at the positive 3, the x is going up, so that's definitely not D. And then when I go look at the second one, the blue line, I can tell that's a negative 3, and the slope is positive going up. So I can tell then that, like right here where I have a negative 3, that's a positive slope. And here where I have a negative 3, it's a positive slope. The only difference is the slope 2 going up 2 over 1 or 1 over 1? Well, I can kind of tell by looking up 1 over 1 would be about right there to there. I know that this answer is going to be the second one, but the way I can prove it is if I go, it has points on these lines. And I think I took the first one, I took the red one here because it wasn't like, take negative 1 minus 5, because yes, that's the y value there, the second y minus the first y. And now, because I started with this negative 1, at this point I have to start with this 4 right here. So I have 4, and now I'm going to minus that negative 2. And I love to go into my little calculator, the control divide, but negative 1 minus 5 is negative 6. 4 minus negative 2 is a positive 6, which makes a negative 1. So this slope was negative 1. Well, guess what? If this slope is negative 1 for the red one, that if I'm looking up here, I know the answer has to be then B, because the slope on the C one is a negative 2. Also, if I want to go ahead and check the second one slope, this time I put all the numbers up there real fast. I would take this 5 right here, and I minus that negative 5 right there. And I took that 4 right there and minus that negative 1. I got 10 over 5, which is 2. So, which is also the slope I have here on letter B. But probably the easiest way would just be to go to your calculator, graph it, and see which one it looks like.